All right, sometimes truth is better than demonstration. I was going to start this for you and show you just how loud it is in comparison to the alternative, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. It ran once, it turned off, and now it won't start again. If all your stuff is melting in your freezer and your refrigerator and you can't start the generator, that's not going to work. So in a power outage, I would normally have to head out here to the garage and grab the gas-powered generator in order to keep important things running, like my refrigerator and stand-up freezer. And you realize it's not even in there, it's in this other building, so you gotta go over there to get it. All right, so I've located it and I pulled it out. I gotta drag it over to the house so that it's close enough to run an extension cord from outside of the house to the inside of the house. Of course, because it's gas powered, you can't bring it inside. So you gotta start this, and it's not exactly quiet. And it doesn't exactly want to start. All right, sometimes truth is better than demonstration. I was gonna start this for you and show you just how loud it is in comparison to the alternative, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. It ran once, it turned off, and now it won't start again. If all your stuff is melting in your freezer and your refrigerator and you can't start the generator, that's not going to work. But there's a better way. All right, so this is our refrigerator. In a power outage, we would need to run an extension cord through the house, out the back door, to the generator in order to keep this running in the event of a prolonged power outage. But now, as you can see, we have it plugged right in to the unit right here. And it's letting us know that at this output, it can support the refrigerator for 6 hours. So as you plug something in, it tells you the wattage output, and it lets you know at that wattage output the estimated remaining time. So if you had a couple hour power outage, plug your fridge into this and you're good to go. Plus it's self-contained, it's right here, it's inside. You don't have to go outside. If you're in the middle of a thunderstorm and the power goes out and it's pouring rain, you don't have to go outside and get your generator all set up and get it running. As we saw, I couldn't get mine running. So imagine trying to do that in a lightning storm. But here you have the unit, you can keep it indoors, you can run it indoors, and it is going to allow you to take care of things like this with so much less stress than you would have if you were trying to do this with a gas-powered generator. This is a great use case that I know a lot of us experience at times. They don't always happen often, but it's nice to have the right tool for the job when it does happen. And this is by far a much better tool than a gas-powered generator. Just want to show you a quick size comparison here. Now, full disclosure, the generator on the bottom does produce more wattage, but for the stuff we generally use this generator for, this one is going to be more than enough to take care of the job at a fraction of the size with a solution that you can use indoors, so you're not dealing with this dirty, nasty thing that inevitably gets all grungy and you got to fight with it like I was when it wouldn't start. So I will take this all day and every day over this. So here in the middle, you have your digital readout. You have 90%, 96% battery. It has your wattage input. If you had another battery plugged into this, your wattage output, and then it gives you your estimate of remaining time in days. So when you plug something in and you turn it on, it's going to adjust the wattage output to show you what you're drawing, and it's going to change the estimate so you know how long the current battery life can support it. So it's a really nice feature. We are out in my workshop here right now, so we're going to plug in a fan because it's really hot, and we'll get a sense of how this adjusts. There are so many possible scenarios where this thing will just come in so handy. It's basically like a small generator in that you can run AC and DC. You see that we just kicked on the fan. That feels really nice. And we see the output, 96 watts. And we'll see that it can run the fan for an estimated 9 hours. Not too shabby. Obviously, your AC power, 120 volt. We've got 4 of those down here. Of course, if needed, depending on your draw, you could use something like this, and for if you have multiple lights or things. You have your DC power up here. You have 2 USB, 2 USB 3 or USB-C, and you have an on button for the DC, and you have an on button for AC. You also have this 12 volt port for those items as well. Looking at the top, it even has wireless charging. So you can actually set your phones on here with DC power on, and this will actually charge your phone. I really can't wait to use this camping. I think it has a lot of versatility when you're trying to run things outside. Plus you can set your phones there. It's going to be nice. Now on this side we have, these are the connections for the expansion batteries. So you get 2 of those right there. And then on the other side, you've got your power for charging the unit itself, and you've got your connection for your solar panels, which are available separately. Rounding out the back, smooth back design, some information back here. You'll see portable power station. Okay, so I have my drill press here. It's actually plugged into a power strip. The power strip is plugged into the wall. We're going to unplug the power strip from the wall. I'm going to turn on this. We're going to plug the power strip into here, like so. Our drill. You can see that it's drawing 200 watts, and it's telling us based on the current battery life it can run that for 4 hours. Plus, of course, we're running the power strip. This really is portable power wherever you can't get to that, whether that's through a power outage or a remote location, or a variety of scenarios where you want a nice compact solution that has a lot of beef behind it. This is a great little unit to handle a lot of the reasons that we may need power when we can't get to a traditional source. So this is the ALLPOWERS R1500 portable power station.